Hello. So today I'm going to be doing a review of this Ulta DIY mask, and it was really inexpensive and the ingredients are pretty good. So I think it was like $10. Okay, so they're glass bottles, which is good. So let me clean this up and hopefully I have enough to do the mask. Hold on. Okay, so that was completely a nightmare to clean up. So when I was cleaning it up, it actually reminded me of a cleanser that I have too, that I have a little bit of. Like, I love them, but I have a problem with it. But I'll tell you that in a second. So this comes with 3 products. So the one that broke, but I did this, is fine. Hopefully there's not glass shards in it. So this is called the Quartz Chamomile Extract Gentle Polishing Grains, and I thought this would be really granular, and it's completely powder-like, which is very similar to a product that I also have, a professional product. So I'm gonna do a comparison of this. So basically you mix the powder with a cleanser, your cleanser, to make it like slightly more exfoliating. So the more you use, the more exfoliating it would be. But I do like that it's not granular, because I don't know if you guys know, but I hate scrub type of products unless maybe they have an acid in them. So then I would use the scrub as an acid exfoliator, right? A chemical exfoliator, but not use the scrubby part and just let the acids do the work and not the scrub. I really don't like scrubs. So the second product in here is the clay mask. So it's kaolin, fruit extract, yogurt powder, and rose fragrance. And the polishing grains also have the rose fragrance in it, which I can smell since it's spilled all over my floor. And then the third product is their botanical booster drops, which is hyaluronic ginseng, which I find is a really nice ingredient for giving a glow. I sell a ginseng toner that clients love as like a makeup spray, but also gives just like a nice rosy glow. It increases circulation. It's a really nice ingredient. Royal jelly extract, and then this is fragrance free. It seems super watery, so you can mix this with your own products to boost it, which I sell a lot of boosters. I'm a big fan of boosters because a lot of people have products that they like, but they want to maybe make it a little more brightening or a little bit more hydrating. So boosters are one of my favorite things to sell. So this says you can put it in a water toner, which I wouldn't do that. You can boost your own serum or a moisturizer. Or you can mix this with a mask, which is what I'm gonna do with the clay mask, and do a little treatment. So I've been using prescription Retin-A to the 0.25%. So I've used it every day now. But there's a product that I've been thinking about selling. It's a medical grade retinol with the bakuchi oil. I don't know. So it's like a new ingredient that's up and coming that products have, that's supposedly having some really good studies. But because they combine it with the retinol, and there's a really good study on this comparing it to prescription strength head to head, and that's hard to find. And the results were like that they are comparable, completely comparable, but less irritation with this product. So it's not cheap, that's the thing. So I'm gonna do my own comparison and see if one is more hydrating, not hydrating, but less drying on the skin, and keep you posted. So I'm feeling a little bit dry, but not crazy. So that's why I thought it'd be cool to just try this mask and make it more on the hydrating side, because I do tend to break out also, and retinols can spark breakouts. So we are going to mix the clay with, it says you can mix the clay with water. Hold on here, because I am blind. So you can mix it with water, 1 teaspoon of the powdered clay. In a small bowl, add a few drops of water to begin. Continue to add until your desired consistency, and then apply to the face. Let the mask set, but not crack, not have that crackling effect. Okay, so you can also add in the grains to make it exfoliating, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna test their grains against mine and see the consistency. So we're going to add 2 to 3 drops of the powder clay to the booster. So let's see how that is. I feel like you're gonna need more of the booster. It's not gonna be enough. So I might think you might need a little bit of water too. All right, let's see. So I'm first gonna start with just this amount of the mask, and I could tell that's not gonna be enough. Let me see. All right, so there we go. So let's add, let me see how this feels. It's pretty watery, but a little, you can tell it's a little hydrating. So let's do 1, 2, 3, there's a big one, 4, 5. Let's see. Yeah, see, it's definitely not creamy. And I don't want to add water. I just want to add these boosting drops because it'll be more hydrating than just straight water. The heck, I don't know. It's making this like weird, I don't know what the heck, stringy. I thought a piece of my brush fell off, but oh, I don't know. That's so weird. Look, it made like some kind of reaction. I don't know what that is. That doesn't look promising, but let's see. Oh my God, it keeps, or whatever. I'm just gonna apply it. So my face has like nothing on it. So it says apply to clean face. I actually don't like to use a brush to apply a mask because I'm a big user. I like to use my hands because I feel like it just applies nicer. I feel like it feels nicer than using a brush, but it doesn't really say. So I'm gonna go in with my hands after this to make sure it's like evenly coated. I just like to feel the texture of the skin. See, it makes these weird like gummy things. I don't know what the heck that's about. It's like these weird stringy gummy things on my face. So while this is setting, let's play with the cleansers and put it on. All right, let's talk about these cleansers that you add to your cleanser. So the polishing grains, as they call it. So I have 2 options from Exception Skincare. I have the salicylic powder cleanse and peel, and then the enzyme powder cleanse and peel. And I really like these, but what I find is my lungs are like really sensitive to a lot of like smells and smoke and powder. So if you apply this and you just like put it in your hand, it creates this like dust cloud, right? And it just hurts my lungs. So I found that when this builds, right, and I was cleaning it up, even though like you can't really see it, it's in the air, it was just like hurting my lungs. And it reminded me that I had a similar product because it does the same thing. So when I use this, I use the salicylic one a lot because I tend to be oily. So if I want to make my like creamy cleanser a little more active, So I grabbed this Probiotics just revitalizing gentle cleanser, just like a basic cleanser. So what I would do would put like a quarter size amount of cleanser in my hand, and then I would pour the powder. See, I don't want it to be like cloudy. And then you mix it, and you can feel that it's like slightly, I don't want to say granular because I hate granules, but it just has this like little teeny exfoliating property. But I use it more for the salicylic acid when I don't want to grab my straight salicylic acid cleanser because I feel it might be like too much. So this is a way to get like a little salicylic into your own cleanser on the days that you feel like a little oily or you feel like a little breakouts coming, but you don't want to use like a full strength salicylic acid cleanser. Okay, so that's mine. And the enzyme one feels the same. So I just want to test it against Ulta's one and see what the difference is. So let's wash this off. Well, maybe I could put it on my hand and then we can compare my other hand. The consistency. All right, so we're gonna do that. Let me just wash the other part of it. So my face is starting to feel like it's drying. So we'll just do this other cleanser really quick. So again, I'll take like a quarter size of my same Probiotics gel cleanser. Then we're gonna use the Ulta powder that I dropped on the floor, but this one did not get on the floor. So again, like an equal amount. So this one feels actually, but it doesn't have any actives. So like the salicylic has actives in it. So maybe I'll compare this one. It's a teeny bit more grainy. So you can see, I don't know if you can see, but this one's a little bit more exfoliating, like with the grains. It doesn't like melt the grains as much as mine, which is a little, you can see it's creamy. So mine is gonna work more with acid to exfoliate, which I like better. But this is totally okay. Like, let's see if we add more cleanser. I feel like it's not gonna cause any damage or irritation by scrubbing too hard. So let's see if we add like a teeny bit more cleanser. No, see, it doesn't like melt the grains at all. So it is more exfoliating. It's not bad. I would definitely approve of this versus like a scrub. But it's weird, like it doesn't break down as much as mine, so it stays like scrubby. So let's compare this one to my enzyme one that doesn't have like acid in it and see. Hold on. Okay, so I want to compare the Ulta one, which is basically like, let's see what's in there. Quartz, plant-derived microcrystal cellulose, chamomile, jojoba, and rose. So we're gonna do a little bit of the same gel cleanser and then use the enzyme. So using like the same amount. I just want to see if it's as, yeah, so it's a similar consistency to the Ulta one. Mine, this one's a little bit creamier. So you can see the Ulta one, like, we'll do it again. So this is a nice, and the exfoliating part breaks down. So again, it's like the enzymes that are exfoliating you. So this one's even creamier than the salicylic acid one that I have. Try this Ulta one again. I think it's interesting that the powder's not breaking down into like a creamier consistency. So it's still not as creamy. And it's just, so this one feels like actually nice and smooth. Let's see. So remember I said this one like evaporated, but it still leaves like these granules. So this one's gonna be more exfoliating. Anyway, so my side actually feels nice and smooth. I'm gonna go wash this one off and let's see how it feels. And I'm gonna wash my face, but actually, hold on. I wanna see if I apply, so when I see if that made it feel like different, but it just like dissolved it like water. So I'm gonna go wash my face and then let's see how my hand feels, the right hand with the Ulta one versus the left hand with mine. All right, so I washed my face and I washed my hands. So, all right, so it's almost like every product so far I've tried. So mine, spa one, is better, but I mean, you know, my hand is like super smooth versus this one, it's smooth, it's just not as smooth. So again, it's like, you know, my products seem to be better, but these ones are not horrible. So that's just like a random, because you can't even buy this powder from the Ulta kit, I don't think, on its own. But so anyway, the mask is off. I used just water and paper towel to get it off. It sticks in your eyebrows a little. So I'm gonna, the only moisturizer I had up here in this room was this Michelle. It's the C and the B, Illuminate and Hydrate. And I like, this is one of the only C's like that doesn't break me out. I guess because it has the extra B, the niacinamide in it. So I'm going to use it with their booster and boost it, the hydration. And then I'll put, I don't have an eye cream in this room, but I'll just put extra of the booster under my eyes so I can go downstairs and put an eye cream on. All right. So that's it. So I do recommend this, you know, since a lot of people are home and if you can't get treatments, I like that you can customize it and make a few different products, and it's like 10 bucks as long as you don't mind the rose fragrance. Give this a try for some little at-home treatments, and even like to do it with your kids if they're a little bit older. I would say, I don't know, I have a 9-year-old, she's a little bit sensitive, so maybe like 12 and up if you want to do like a little home treatments. That might be fun. All right, so watch my video on these hyaluronic serums. This one's super watery, but I have some interesting information about, you know, do you need an expensive one or not, and some other treatments that I've tried. So please subscribe and tell your friends and watch my other videos. Bye guys.